boleh. Yo, hello, hello. Hi. Wait. Don't play that song. I have a new bunch. Actually, I've added the entire folder. Here we go. Why won't it let me play? Oh, did they remove it? That's a shame. This is the song I spent ages to hunt for. I'm back. Welcome back. I spent ages trying to hunt for this song. And I found it. I'm happy with myself. It's in Discord. Yeah, it's this one. I don't know why I'm weirdly obsessed with this. It is a vibe. Let me put it in the Discord. Okay, cool. Hi. Hello. But yeah, you're welcome. Actually, let me play some of the others of it. I remember all of these because I used to play this game a lot. And I used to play them like back to back. And so me and my sibling would sort of cheat at the game a little bit. And we would just have the music constantly playing. Such a memory. Oh my god. Like if I played this to my sibling, they'd be like, oh my god. I love how you can just about see the flowers in the background. Chrysanthemum looks nice. In the background there. Got my real flowers. I had the last of some noodles. And half a cup of tea. Dancing Robin emote and Command vibe. Someone to just spam the dancing emote. That would actually be kind of cool. But unfortunately, Stream Elements isn't actually subscribed. So that wouldn't actually work, but we do have... I haven't got a dancing emote, but I do have this guy. Oh, it would require... Yeah, Stream Elements isn't actually subbed. Unfortunately, it wouldn't work. Which sucks, because I have thought about it. I would need to either manually give Stream Elements a sub, or... Oh, we got that little guy. Disappointing, yeah, I know. What we could do, though, is I could do a command, !vibe, where I could make it a BTTV emote. Can I put an email on BTTV? Because if we could put an email on BTTV, then... 43 out of 50. Upload emote. Robin vibe. I haven't, wait. Jump. Okay. Help if I... Where is this downloaded? Is it that one? Wait, is it 2 or 1? Because I made 2 versions. Because of course I fucking did. That's number 2. Is this number 2's fast? Okay, no, it's number 2. Yeah, it's number 2. Approval notes. This is my own emote. Use it as well as... Isn't that this? Yeah, there's Freg Dance. Yes, it used the... Oh, it's not the right size. 112 by 112. How big is it? Is it not? It's not 112 by 112, is it? Is it in stuff too? Yeah, okay, here we go. Where is it? Upload. Resize. And then save. Resize. Please? Yay! Oh, it's not gonna load yet, is it? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me reload chat. Refresh cache. Let's post the Instagram and then... Oh, is it not gonna pick it up? Hold on. And now... Okay, now it's coming up in chat. So you guys need to have something called BTTV enabled on your computers, if you're on computer. If not, you're not going to see it. However, BTTV, Jackmans, here we go. For example, Joel. You see how in chat now there's a fish spinning? When Robin Vibe loads, it'll show up. BTTV is... Let me link BTTV for you. Not ETV. There we go, chat. You install it for your computer. It's just a little extension that goes with Twitch. And it means that with all of my emotes, it's not going to show up for Robin Vibe yet. But add new command. Vibe. Vibe. Can I get him to... No, okay. Vibe. I just do 6. Because we've also got, underneath stream, we've got, an extension that tells you my emote showcase. It tells you what emotes I have available, what emotes I don't have. Hold on. Let me do this way. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Look at my panels. It shows you all the better TV emotes if you scroll down. Any others we can add in? Oh, Cheapy. Robin Vibe. Cheapy. Rat Jam. I think those were the dancing ones, I think, right? Yeah. Oh, and cat jam. Is rat jam with a capital R? No. Cool, that's really useful. Okay, there we go. See them dancing? Robin Vibe has yet to load in for my chat. It'll load later. However, in my Twitch chat now that I see them all dancing. That's the vibe. That's the vibe we're gonna have for the function. That's the vibe we're bringing for the function. I think that's pretty awesome sauce. I see. It would take a while to load, but... Like it on my end? Door. This is what we were working on. Yesterday on stream. This is... It's come together better now. There was a knock. Yeah, that was my father. We've added... What I did off stream was I added this little cozy hobbit hole. A little dock. And a little hobbit hole right here. With a window. And a tiny little cute chimney. I'm so happy with this chimney. Like, I'm really, really happy with this chimney. And you go inside, and currently just go upstairs and there's a bed. And you can come out this way. And we got this cute little, like, patch of land. Which I thought was really, really cute. And got a tree added in. I've tried to work on some of this here. I've added those bubbles that we worked on yesterday that I figured out I could do. And I really like them. I've added some, like, sea pickles and sea grass. Just for a little extra. And then a bit more here. Just an extra, you know, extra colouring, extra, you know. I think I need to continue that. Because it makes sense that the land around is technically... Holy moly. Holy moly. Not a fan? The bubbles? You don't like the bubbles? Does it not look like it's... Is it too much? Does it look better without? Because obviously when you go over here, obviously, you don't see them anymore. You just see... I mean, you see the item frames. You don't... You know, shush. But... Oh, Neo's coming online. Well, either coming online for us or coming online for their modded server. They're coming online for something. When you start getting closer, which is when you're up on the bridge up here looking down. Obviously, there's no dog here to say hi to. When you're up here and looking down, that's when you see the bubbles. That's a really nice angle. Yo. This is a cute angle because you're not going to be seeing it from... Like, you can look down at it. These are the angles you're seeing it from. You're not going to be seeing it from... any other angle. I want to mix in some blackstone, I think. Right down here. Hello. Extra dark. These are lighting the area up. Oh, whoops. My mum suggested with this waterfall here. We block that off real quick. Let that flow down. Mum suggested when she looked at it, if I wanted to try breaking it up, I could put like almost like a rock sticking out the center, splitting it in two. Sometimes waterfalls, if they have been there for a while, but not too long, will have basically started to tear down areas. What am I looking for? Grey concrete powder. Okay, there we go. And yeah, in some areas have a split where it comes down as two. I don't know whether I like it at the top here, but we could try. I think not at the top here. We could try it here. Oh wait, no, that needs to be like that. Because that way when it comes down, it splits down. Still digging the chunk. Damn. This could work, to be fair. Oh, maybe not like that. No, I've messed it up now. Okay. Sigh. Your mum plays Minecraft? Yes, she does. She's actually on the server sometimes. Alright. It's pretty awesome. Do I think that this should come down and reconnect down here or something? I mean, that works. I will admit that does work. Man doesn't know which I had someone to play Minecraft with. Aw. It's either I do it there. That could work, to be fair. Wall. We don't have a mud wall, do we? We have a polished deep slate wall. Slab. Sigh. Let's let the water drain down again. Okay. Let's let that drain. I mean, I could just be using a sponge, to be fair. Cool. I've never been on SMP before. It was a public server. I'd have to strict rules. Oof. Terraforming time, woo! Woo woo woo! You love it. Oh, we also need to know how this looks for people who don't have shaders on. Actually, that does kind of look nice. That actually does kind of look really nice. Opinions, chat? The split in the water does look really nice. As it joins back up together again at the very, very, very bottom there. Looks good. I do quite like that, the split. And then as you get closer, obviously, you've got bubbles. Jump by full god zombie, damn. And then put the shaders back on. Is there genuinely a gimmicking game that's made it that grass and moss blend? I do got Ara friends. One's in Modern, not wanting to rent a server, the other plays Bedrock. That's rough. Yeah, Bedrock's certainly a version of Minecraft. A lot of my friends have Java, but we don't actually play very often. Bug Rock! Indeed. Bug Rock, my beloved. Okay. We can also add some muddy mangrove roots texturing in. Bonk. Cool. We've got some texture in there now. Tiniest little bit of texture. Bedrock player, but I play Java now. I'm handicap playing Bedrock. I know it is, isn't it? It's such a strange experience going from one to the other.
Hello, Firefly. Why are you so close? Why are you in my eye?
Bellalucia66 just resubscribed for 41 months. 41 months, holy moly. Love you loads. Kiss, 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 kiss.
Thank you, Mum, for the 41 months. That's crazy. That's like 4 years, right? 48 months is 4 years, right? Yeah, you're almost at 4 years. That's insane. Yeah? That's crazy. What do you think? What do you think of how this looks? I did the split and I actually really, really like it. I didn't think I'd like it this much, but I really, really do. I did it here on the second one. I thought this needed a bit more action. I didn't want to do it up here because it's right by the geode. And that's just pouring out from the mountain. So that's coming out the mountain, coming down. Then this one's coming down here and splitting very slightly. It does reconvene very slightly at the bottom here, the way that I've designed it. Oh, I've just realised that the grey concrete powder turned into... There we go, that works. Looks awesome. Thank you. There we go. No, actually, I want that to be that. Cool. There we go. I get this bottom one here is obviously the really big one. This bit's been here the most, as you can tell, with just how much it's carved out. This one has not been too powerful. Because of the building of the bridge, I'd imagine probably they rerouted this top bit. I'd like to imagine that the river actually probably went this way, but they built this here, the dwarves. And so they had the power to just reroute the water. And so they put it here instead. And then I've got this cute, cozy little hobbit hole here. I'm actually obsessed with the chimney. I really wanted a chimney, but because of this high cliff face, it didn't look right having a chimney up here. So I've got a little chimney coming out with the brick. And then there's the campfire with the spruce shelves covering it. And it just looks, with the trapdoor on top, slightly weathered. Looks so gosh damn cute. We've got nothing inside except a bed yet, so... and you can't even sleep in it because there's just holes in the walls. But I thought this cozy little... I'd like to have more of these as well, dotted along. Is there an even darker... There is actually an even darker fence. Oh, interesting how it doesn't connect. Oh, damn. Hi! Hello. My phone's gonna switch to tablet for a bit. Okay. There we go. That's even darker again. So that really has just blended down, which is nice. I need to cut this back. But I cannot be bothered to do the water now. Like, underwater duties is a future Robin to deal with. You have a trident down here, sir. Okay. Underwater duties is for future Robin to deal with. I've done this bit up here with the blending on here, and I think this looks really nice. I've mixed in a lot of blocks to get to the top here. We haven't got many chiseled, sorry, cracked. No, we just have cracked stone bricks. Okay. So the bridge on the top is going to be mostly as is, with some cracked and mossy alternates. But everything coming down here, I wanted to... Because what was happening was, effectively, because it was all just grey, it was blending in with the rock next to it. So I needed to make it darker. Might do that as well. There we go. That way it's less grey on grey kind of situation and more colour. And I'm really happy with it. Unless I just replace this. And is there like another alternate block? I could use basalt. Gives a very slightly differently coloured block alternate. Is there like a block in between? Can we use gradient? Black stone is the darkest, stone is the lightest, right? Yeah. Deep slate's like there. I should just take that out and let's just do deep slate. Oh, tough. I need tough. Tough is the halfway point. Nope, nope, nope. Satin terracotta. I mean... Okay. So there's not really any blocks in between. The darker options, really. Okay. I actually think the smooth basalt is darker than cobbled deep slate. And I think regular deep slate is actually lighter again. It is. Oh my goodness, it really is. That is the lightest block. So that does just blend. Wow, that does just blend in. We need to add like glow lichen in. Charging still on phone for now. That's rough. Problem with putting it down on the bottom is it might lighten it up. Not allowed to get SMP. Quality of life, really. I do have Axiom, but we can only use it on in creative. Just like quality of life. So a little map in the corner. Voice chat, Zoom. What other ones do I use? I mean, here's my full list of mods, really. So, armor stand poser, couple quality of life, like chat heads, Bobby to see further, essential, Euphoria Patcher. Basically, Euphoria Patcher and Iris is basically shaders. Free cam, journey map, a zoom, more light based stuff. Lightmatica we are allowed. We said Lightmatica. Literally just sort of couple visual stuff, really. Quality of life kind of stuff. Okay, so we've got that pillar looking all nice. Is there anything I can add to it? Can I add I can't add pale hanging moss, can I? No, not really. Oh, what colour is pale hanging moss? Oh, that's actually a good one to use. Well, maybe not that high up, but in the midst of... Well, that was a good one to use. I want to see if I can maybe add some fans. Okay. Nice. What other growing things can we add? I mean, skulk, but it's not really the area for it. Vines. If I put some string around it, I can add some vines. There we go. It's such a shame you genuinely have to put so much string around it. It really does suck. I know I've got glowberries, but... and now my town hall is starting to look functional. Hell yeah! Love to see it. Okay, stonecutter. In a barrel. Oh, cute. Oh, damn, that's so adorable. The map is loud. Yeah. Well, most of us use journey map, but some people use zeros. I mean, honestly, I don't know. Not everyone even uses a minimap, so... Again, might want to turn it off me for Maggie's. Damn. Alright. Okay. I mean, all we really do is build. I mean, admittedly, that's what the whole server's for, is building. Effectively. Building with other people. Smiley face. Bonk. I think I'm really happy with this now. I think it's looking much nicer. I think with the bottom one down here, I kind of want to see if I can try a bit of maybe foam. We can try again. With the white glass and the white and the candles. More of a gatherer. That's fair. Well, I only say that because most of us happen to like building. That's kind of it, really, is, You seem minor exploring. That's fair. Oh, it's certainly something. I mean, most of us have explored a lot of the area. But, I mean, the general rule of thumb is don't keep going super far away just for no reason. Because it can lag the server out a little bit. Because, unfortunately, it doesn't show it. I mean, this is the creative map, but unfortunately it doesn't show it anymore. But we have been quite far in some places. There are some... The, desert warp is, decently far away because we haven't got any nearby deserts. When Season 2 rolls around, I'm going to be so happy to have a close-by desert. That's going to be one of my requirements when I set up Season 2. But... actually, that kind of works. I think maybe we bring one of those... this one forward one. It's... Loud carpet and sand and string. Carpet, yes. As long as there's a reason for it, like, for example, smelting. Sand, no. Only because we've got a giant desert. And string... I can't imagine a reason why you'd need a dupe string. I've got a farm. Oh yeah, you can't put snow in water, can you? We can't put powdered snow in water, it just gets rid of it. Oh! Fuck's sake, dude. Done it again. Villagers? Oh. I would say no to string, purely because we do have a lot of us have farms for things, but a lot of us have shops, so if you want things in mass quantities, few of us have shops and stuff. It's a very sort of like chill Hermitcraft-esque environment where, for example, Neo owns a cobblestone shop where you can buy cobblestone in large quantities. I own a shop that sells things like moss and stuff in decent quantities. We have a wood shop. There's, you know, there's all that kind of stuff. And so some of us sell that kind of stuff. And probably wouldn't appreciate people necessarily farming it in large quantities, I suppose, but... and some of us have too much iron. Yeah, that's just you. That's just you. That is purely only you. That could work. C. Right. And the problem here is... it looks like shit. Like in-game currency items. No, we just use diamonds. We have a questing center that basically you can do a quest and it'll give you diamonds as a reward. But also, you will find most of us are really fucking generous and we'll just give each other diamonds for shits and giggles. So you never have to feel like you're being left out or anything. Like if you were to join genuinely, probably more than 3 of us will come and give you like a stack of diamonds just off the bat. I've also got an elytra to hand out if you don't want to go get your own, because we had a rule that was broken by someone who doesn't play anymore because they got kicked for this reason. One rule was when the end was open, 1 elytra per person, because we don't know how many people are going to be coming on. So how are we supposed to say, oh yeah, you guys can have as many elytra as you want, then someone new joins, and they have to travel miles to find the nearest elytra, you know? I didn't want people just giving them out for free. I wanted people to have that cool experience of going to find their own elytra at their own pace. What the fuck is that squid doing? Anyway, and then one person went and got 6 elytra. And so now I still have, like, 3 to hand out. So anytime someone new joins, I do just have elytra to give, and it kind of sucks. Go in the water, you fucking idiot. Nearly dead squid. My goodness. Which sucks, because it would have been really nice for people to go and explore and get their own elytra. However, it got ruined. So, unfortunately, I have the means to hand it out. Yeah, but I'm going to be exception. It's 1 elytra per person. Strictly 1 elytra per person. Only because, we've got this little thing. And there's not many, like, you can just teleport straight to the Enderman farm, wherever you are, and go back. We do have things like command, like, we can do /back, we can do /home, warp, spawn, so it's not like you have to rely on elytra for every piece of travel. You can just teleport home, and we have something called P-warps, where we can go to the shopping district immediately, Enderman farm, super smelter, the big desert, mangrove. Ignore the Badlands, that one needs to be deleted. And then some people have their own personal stuff. And the mini-games district. So, for things like that are decently far away, some things have... we've got a nether hub set up as well, so we do have, like, teleports to places. So it's not like you really do rely just on elytra. Because if it was, like, just pure elytra travel everywhere, then I would say, like, 2 elytra per person, because you would probably be more likely to go through them. But the chances of going through your elytra is so slim unless you genuinely don't, like, fix it up at all. Yeah, I mean, I fly a lot. Enchant shop and Enderman farm. Yeah. We've got, Drago is actually the owner of the enchantment bookshop. And so all the books ready for your wings basically will be provided to you for just a couple diamonds, and if someone gives you diamonds, then you pretty much got it for free. So, realistically speaking, it is a very easy trade, if you will, I suppose. Let's get some of these annoying little plants in. Are those the 4? Yeah, they are. And then we have nether sprout, and then I'll replace some nether sprouts with warped roots. It really is just... We've got some quality of life based stuff, and that's about it, really. It's very vanilla on purpose. I like the vanilla experience, and so I've tried to tailor it to the vanilla experience. However, I am also very aware that you can't really run a server fully vanilla without it having some problems. So, we have commands and stuff, and if you forget any of those commands, as I'm sure most people probably have at some point on the server, me included, we literally at spawn have a command board that tells you all the important ones, so if I'm using good Minecraft, but IRL not so well. Pretty much, yeah. You kind of hit the nail on the head there with that. People are very, very, very happy to hand things out. I mean, look at Neo, for example. Her want to just give people things is kind of insane. We held a Secret Santa, and from Neo had me as a Secret Santa, and she gave me, like, 2 stacks of blocks of diamonds. As well as a build. Like, that's insane. So, you know, maybe don't expect that many diamonds from people. However, like, people are very happy to give things away. Because we're just chill. We're all chill. Like, the vibe is chill. That's pretty much, you know, like, don't expect things. Because obviously, you know, you can't just, like, demand for shit. But at the same time, you can kind of guarantee someone's probably going to give you something. Especially new players. I mean, we don't tend to get many new players because, well, I don't tend to have many people who want to save up for the points. There we go. However, at the same time, some of the new players we have had in the past, we don't tend to play very much anymore. Which is just how life goes. You know, it is what it is. Me and food. Yeah, I know. Mum likes to hand out. Mum's got a food shop. She's got this little market. It's so cute, so well designed, and she likes to hand out lots of food to people. Like, I'll go and see some build she's done, and then she's just like, oh, by the way, here's like 3 stacks of this, and it's like, what the hell? Well, not 3 stacks. So that seems like an excessive amount of food to just hand out to someone, but a decent quantity of food just like handed out for fun. Full of sand. I'll find double chest full of sand. I hate this game. That's rough. That's rough. That sucks. I'd save up. Hell yeah. I think that's... Okay, there we go. Oh my goodness. That is loud. That is one of the loud ones. I hear this goddamn spider. Wait, trade like that. There we go. Wow! Actually, that needs to be like that. No. Grass there. Bush there. Okay. Title genders, is it commands? Yeah, we have commands on the server to put pronouns next to your name, because obviously with my community there's a lot of people who are genderqueer of different sorts and stuff, and I didn't want anyone to feel uncomfortable, because obviously Minecraft skins can only tell so much, and if people have, I don't know, a username that someone might think, oh, this person's clearly a guy because of insert username here, when in reality it's not the case, it's just a cool username, which is a lot of people. You can't tell anything from like a username like Softy Robin. Like, unless it literally says, you know, Softy Robin, the guy, you know, you genuinely have no idea. And I didn't want people to feel uncomfortable. And so one of the first things I added, really, was the ability to add your own pronouns in. That way, people don't feel as uncomfortable. So, if you use any pronouns, if you do genuinely identify as a cis person, you know, if you are what you were born as, that's just as valid and equal and fine as if you didn't, you know what I mean? Like, it's entirely on the person, and all that kind of jazz. It's just obviously to make sure that people feel comfortable and welcome. It would be wrong for me to turn around and say, hey, so you're not accepted in this space. Like, that just feels so wrong on so many levels that I kind of had to, you know what I mean? Like, plus it just gives us an excuse to have cool pronouns, because I think every space, like a workspace, a learning environment, shouldn't be afraid to allow people to state their pronouns, just in any sense of the word. Because imagine if someone just had a short haircut but was a cis woman, for example, right? You can imagine how uncomfortable that person might feel if people kept saying like, oh, this guy, you know what I mean? Like, whether it's a cis person, trans person, a non-binary person, doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, having people judge you based on your looks is a not very nice experience. And arguably it's worse when you have a Minecraft skin that you probably... It's a bunch of pixels. How do you tell from a bunch of pixels? You don't. And so I wanted to add people feeling comfortable. I feel like I'm trying to over-justify this. I'm not. I feel like I've just yapped a bit too much about this now. And now it's starting to feel a little bit strange. Alright. Let's make some of these sprouts just a bit taller than the other ones. I get what you're on about? Yeah. I just don't think it's very fair for lots of people in spaces to not feel included. And so... It's okay, you did good? Yay! Especially in the kind of community that may have accidentally built based on myself. Whoops, guys. That's fine. It's a pretty known fact that people who are similar tend to stick together and feel more comfortable around other people that are similar or the same as them. So we find artists obviously tend to try and be friends with each other because it's like, hey, you're an artist and I'm an artist, so we both relate when it's these artist problems, you know. And I want to be friends with other cool artists who share the same passion as me. It works the same when it's with things like identity and stuff. Like... and so I have accidentally created a pretty awesome community who more than not are queer of sorts, which I think is funny. I'm trying to focus on placing blocks at the same time. Front is done. Can't be bothered to the sandy back yet. And that's real. That's so real. Shouldn't feel like you need to apologize for talking about it. I know, I just feel like I was yapping a bit too hard on it, on the topic. Put the root there. And I'll put that one there. I need to put a root there. No. Put a root there. Perfect. And I want to put that like that, so I can put that there. Purely so I can put it there like that. I think that's all the plants. Oh no, never mind. I've missed out that whole top section with roots. Cool! Great. I'm really good at this. You ever heard I yap off a lot, especially online? Oh yeah, no, you know. I am a streamer, so it is kind of my job, but I do feel like I talk just a bit too much sometimes. Especially on things I'm a bit passionate about. This area doesn't have any ferns or cool grass or bushes. I was struggling to find a bush. Fern. Grass. Bush. There we go. Bonk, bonk. Bonk. And people wonder why what was I? What? Sorry, I had half a sentence formed in my head, spoke the sentence, and then just simply forgot what I was saying. Nice. Genius. Genuinely, literally, just formed half a sentence in my head and then completely forgot what I was saying. That happens. That's insane. It's crazy when that happens. And unfortunately that happens a decent amount of time as well. Just slightly embarrassing. It's good for nearly an hour. Damn. Right, let's change that one. And that one. Oh, okay. Grass, grass, grass. Fern, bush. Bush, fern, bush. I know I'm the only one to use VC. A lot of people in the Discord just don't tend to use calls, I'm afraid, but... Oh, wrong block. Idiot. The Discord doesn't actually tend to be the world's most active place. So people don't tend to stay in call very much. It's fine, I mean, it's still there for a reason, you know. There have been a couple times people have used it. Okay. Let's see how this looks now. Let's have a look-see. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Oh, that is amazing. We use help craft the mods, yeah. Watch listen but not talk, yeah. One should be active usually. Oh, wow. That looks amazing. With all the blue and everything as well. Really does feel more magical. Especially with the yellow. The blue leading into the yellow and the red over here. It's like it's sort of like it gets warmer. Like you really see how it glows almost. Wait, guys. I wonder if it works now. Oh, still not in chat, but... I mean, the emote for the people who are subbed get the emote, but I've also made it a thingy for people as well. Now for the concert. Woo woo! Nice. Awesome sauce. I'm tempted to record it. Let me try some pale hanging moss. Not the concert itself. I don't think I'd be fully allowed to. Especially not with my fancy camera. But I was thinking for a vlog. I don't vlog very often. It's usually when I'm super interested in something. But I was thinking, what if I did? What if I did vlog just a tiny bit of it? Oh, that looks really nice. That is a bonus touch. Jeez. Wow. Oh my goodness. That is actually really, really fucking good. I use my phone, it's good. Yeah. I'll probably use my phone. I was just thinking, like, if I took my camera to record, like, going to the hotel and staying in the hotel and... Like, I kind of like I did when we were in London. Just little snippets here, here and there. Oh, whoops. Just so I could turn it into maybe a small vlog of going to my first concert. It's not my own, because obviously my partner will be there. Show a couple too. Yeah. I could definitely film it, the concert. I'm definitely going to film it, or parts of it at least. I'd like to experience part of it myself. You know, I feel like it's kind of wrong to film a concert in full and not actually get to experience it fully yourself. Like, immerse yourself in the experience. However, being able to experience part of it on camera and part of it in real life would be really nice, I think. Okay, that's nice. The pale hanging moss adds so much. Especially down here. Oh my goodness. So you're walking up this path and you look across and you see this. All those going along like that. Oh, nice to look back and relive it. Yeah. Absolutely. Especially for someone who has such shit memory. No, I'm joking. I don't have that bad memory. I just tend to need photos and videos to remember things. No, I don't have too bad a memory, thankfully. I'll put it there, actually. Cool. There isn't anything else I plan here, right? I mean, lily pads, yes. Oh, small drip leaves, I suppose. Want one there, I think. Nice. Um... There we go. Yeah, I think lily pads... Everywhere except here with the dockers, I think. Lily pad there. One there. And then just like a bunch more over here. Like that. Perfect. I think that's perfect. I think we could probably start working, bringing it back into my base. I wanted a few less trees in this section than I have over here. There's more trees over here, as you can see. I just love being able to go, like, you can see all the way around. From here to here is all of mine. And the plan is, when all of this is done at my base, all the way around, including that section, all I need to do is this little small section here. And then pretty much my land is done at the front. Then all I need to do is my land round the back, which consists of pretty much this corner here round to about there. And then it'd be blended into crafter's area, obviously down here as it comes down this way. All of that section here, there to there, mine. And then this whole island here. But that bit there's going to be cleared. And there's going to be another bridge. I'm thinking maybe if we drag this land out and drag this land out somehow, we could have a little rope bridge. And then the path that's over here could, like, split off here, wind round, and then go over. That'd be so cute. I think it'd be really, really cute if I did that. And then I'm thinking also with this here, if I cover this up, but blend the land in going down to connect to this, so this goes up like that. Like the land comes down. Then you've got this little path running down here. This bridge. But then the ravine will be covered up, I think. And I can put liquid in it, and we can have the axolotls in here. But I don't think I want it as an open ravine. I just want to cover this area in trees. I think it'd be so cute. Have this area. There's 2 trees here. There's 3 trees here currently. If am I able to put a couple more smaller ones on this area, that would look really cool. I'm thinking like. There we go. Cool. Funk. And then bonk bonk. All right. And it was a splash potion. I think so. Why do you need a splash potion? Yes. Cool answer. I'm glad we got to some arrangement. I think he wants to kill villagers. Again? This guy. I mean, it'd be safe to assume so, yeah. Did one of your villagers get got again? Because that's quite funny. And also not the first time that something's managed to get invisible. Oh! Oh, you want to do the invis... You want to get the... You want to do map art. They're all fine. Why do you need invisible potions other than... I take it you want... Is invisible item frames then. He's doing invisible item frames. As part of image frame, which allows us to add images onto the server, you can make item frames go clear. How does it work? What? You throw them on the ground, the item frames, the exact amount you want. I think it's like up to 8. And then you splash them. It's kind of it, really. Oh. Yeah. There we go. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Alright. Whoa! Okay, let's not do that. Ah, wah, wah. Alright. This corner's kind of steep. I need to kind of make sure that it's not so. That's one for the chunk. Reach deep slate done. Nice. Well, alright. Okay. Yay. Alright. I think this looks nice. And now all we need to do is replace near 20 white wool. Wow. No, cool. Mossy cobblestone. Okay. There we go. There we go. Ugh. I need stone. Andesite. Chunk progress. Hold on. Why do I have so many messages in Discord? I shall have a look shortly after stream, because Yuki? Yeah. Wait, actually I want that to be like that. Cool. Let's grab some tough. There we go. Item. Now. Yeah, I think all of this should be moss until it gets down to here, I think. honk. Whoa. There we go. I'm young, I'm in my teens. No, 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 that's fine. Trust me, it's fine, don't worry. I reckon that looks fine. Well, I do think that there instead of that. Cool. I think, yeah, I think that looks really awesome, Source, because we've got this. And then... there we go. Uh... There we go. Whoa. She's got Maggie's nice. Shears. Prefer Burger King though, but it's fine by me. Yeah, I think I prefer Burger King over over McDonald's. I prefer their chicken burgers. But I mean McDonald's is fine, you know. It's alright. This should be fine. Replace. Yeah. Sorry, I had to teach Mum how to do the command. She was getting herself a little bit confused. But it's okay, because we got it started. pretty awesome. Oh, yeah. Don't worry, chat. I just love the line of brown to grey. The universal straight line. It's so awesome. It's not, I actually really hate it. Okay. Cool, right. I think this area here is now done. So we've got this drop down in. Cool. I want to try Five Guys. I want to, but I think it's expensive. I do think it's more on the expensive side. Okay, cool. Right, that's where it stops. Ooh, I want a slab. I guess. Cool. Cool. Yay. To fire gay. Because I'm reading attacks. It's gay. Yeah, well, technically I am, yes. Although I prefer to call myself queer than, gay, specifically. But, I probably would say the best identifier for me, sexuality-wise, is probably gay. I mean, I am a guy, and my partner is also a guy. So, by standard definition, that does effectively make me in a gay relationship. However, it's a little more complicated than that, purely because I also identify as being aroace, which is basically when you don't experience any romantic or sexual attraction to anyone. And because of that, for a long time, I didn't think that I liked anyone. And therefore, when I found out I did like someone, I was like, does this make me gay because he's a guy? Or does it make me, like, you know, what? This. Aroace. Aromantic, asexual. So aromantic is the lack of romantic attraction to people in general, and asexual is a lack of sexual interaction, Nope. A lack of sexual what's the word called? Oh my god, did I not just say the word? Not interest. I guess interest, I suppose. Yeah, interest, I suppose, would be the best word to describe it. I don't really know. Yeah, and so asexual is a lack of sexual interaction and interest with people as a whole. And because of that, kind of made me think, like, oh, do I not like people in general? Like, what is this? So when I ended up finding I did, it was kind of like oh, so do I like men? Would I like women if my partner was a woman? You know, like, you know what I mean? It still is kind of a confusing one, because it's like, technically speaking, what is my romantic interest in people? Because clearly, obviously if I like a guy, then yes, technically speaking, that makes me gay. But at the same time, if it's just one guy, the only person I've ever liked, ever, in the history of ever, then there's a bit more to it than just saying, oh yes, you're gay then, smiley face. So that's why I prefer to just say I'm queer, because that's the world's biggest blanket term you could physically give without it making me feel somewhat uncomfortable in some sense of the word. So, yes, by technical definition, I am gay. However, there's always a big however on that sentence. And there always will be, I think. But it's not really something that's super necessary for me to learn about myself, I suppose. It's just something I'm aware of, that when people are like, oh, you're a guy and you've got a male partner, you're gay then. And I'm like, well, here's the thing. And they're like, oh no, are you like bisexual? No, I don't like men. I don't like women. I don't like anyone. I only like my partner. The only person in my life ever I have ever liked. So it's always a really confusing one. It really is such a strange concept, because there's not many people I know. I mean, Crafter relates to this, because Crafter had the exact same experience with their partner. Literally almost exact same experience. We sometimes joke around how it's so strange how the pair of us seem to have had this same experience. But it is so strange. It really, really is. I think I'm gonna put another big tree here. Oh, I need to clone. Bonk. Is that just love? Kind of. But I'm fully aware that, I mean, most people, you know, yes, you might find the one person that you end up spending your life with, but for some people, you know, might have gone on lots of dates with lots of people that they did genuinely love. You know what I mean? For me, no. I said no such no to someone. Person as a friend person. Yeah. Like, the only time I've ever really cared about people ever and looked at people in a certain way is because I just really want to be their friend. So let's put this here. Are you the same tree? No, you are shorter. Okay, that's nice. Such a vibe, this song. I don't want them to be on the same... No, okay, they're one off. That's nice. Let's bring you this way. I might remove that lamppost. I'm not gonna lie. No, let's put it there. Confirm. Oh, the lamppost is weirdly fine, actually. Bonk, bonk. There we go. Cool. Nice. This is awesome. I'm still not a big fan of this straight line though, but I also don't want the land to dip here, so I'm kind of tempted to bring the land around and curve it like that. I might just bring it out a little bit here and bring it in here. I don't like the curve. I really don't like that curve. It's so bad. So it's to find love in a way. Give myself when there is. Yeah. I mean, I just found for years that I just thought I just wouldn't be with anyone. I was chill with that. I was more than happy with that. Like, the knowledge that, like... Because so many people are like, oh, everyone has to end up with someone. In my head, I was like, well, clearly not. Because my brain and my body doesn't want that, clearly. Because if so, I would have... I don't know, already found someone, like... Or at least wanted the idea, but it was so foreign in my head. The concept of being with someone in a way that wasn't just being with someone as a friend. That experience was so strange to think about that clearly my brain didn't want it. However, it does now, but that's a little different, I think. It is strange to explain to people, especially for people who haven't experienced that kind of thing. When all your peers in school and stuff all have like a new partner the next week, and you're like, that's kind of gross. In my head, I always thought it was really gross how you could just like that many people the same amount, or for different reasons. People are like, oh, I like it when people have this kind of hair, and I'm like, why do you have preferences for people's hair? Is it not just how do you like them like that? Like, remember asking like friends and stuff, like what's how does it all work? And that kind of those kind of thoughts and feelings are sort of what prompted me to think this doesn't necessarily seem all that bog standard normal, if you will. It's not really screaming, oh yeah, everyone experiences this. I did think for a while that I was broken, but no, I'm not. Bang, 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 bang. Bang. But now I'm just happy, so... I think the best way to describe myself would probably just be queer in general. You've got to add the big smiley face. The big smiley face is a massive part of it, obviously. You can't be it without the big smiley face. Someone by I did think that was yeah, there was an experience I remember having where I'd tried to convince myself. It's actually very funny to talk about because this was the sign that led me to think, okay, so this is obviously very clearly not normal because not everyone does this. When was it? It must have been like maybe year 9, maybe year 8. I can't remember. I had managed to convince myself that everyone had to have at least one experience with being in a relationship. And so I'd convinced myself that the first person who told me they liked me, I would say, yes, sure. And we'd be in a relationship. Even if it didn't last long, just so that I could prove to myself that I was like everyone else. And, did like people. I thought, genuinely, for a point in life, that because someone told me they liked me, that meant that I could like them back, even if I did only care about them as a friend. I was like, no, I'm sure this will change. I'm sure I'm sure I will feel different at some point because they said they like me, therefore I'm sure that that'll change something in my brain. No, it really didn't. In fact, arguably it probably made things worse. And it's kind of the turning point in my brain where I was like, so this is not the kind of thing you tend to experience with like partners of sorts, because they you know, wanted to do things like hold my hand in public, and the thought of holding hands with someone in public made me feel so uncomfortable. And anything, I didn't hug them, I barely touched them, even like the tiniest brush on the arm, and I was like, no, you know, I didn't. And obviously it didn't last long, and I kind of had to apologize to them and say, I'm sorry, I thought this would be, you know, different to just wanting to be people, like friends with people, but it clearly isn't, and clearly I've got a problem here, so, you know. It was never really the same with them afterwards, actually. I'm not friends with them anymore, so... Oh. Yo, I'm back. Let's turn this light off now, so I don't get blinded so much. Just doing a little bit of work in this area here. Let's grab a mossy cobblestone slab. Nice. I think this looks nice and chill here now. We got this water coming out of here. Naturally. I spread this a little bit around just a bit more. Oh, I'm missing some areas. Problem with this area is I designed it so it's brown. So I might have to leave this area brown. But I'm sure it's fine. What's the best? Oh, actually, that's a really good block to use to blend in. Flipping out. That's a really nice block to use. Cool. Cool. I think that fits nicely. I'm really happy with this. Very, very happy with this. Cool. I think, honestly, this is probably the best. One of the best things I've done. Oh, I'm actually obsessed with the bubbles now. I'm actually so obsessed with the bubbles. 1 minute level 5 day streak. Hell yeah. And that day's tomorrow. Streaming tomorrow. I know I haven't worked on the bit in this area. I'm pretending that it doesn't exist still. I think we need another bird. Another bee. About... Ooh, maybe about here? Set block. And then... Oh, a bee? How does that look? Is that the right place? No. I'm gonna move him. I've moved the buttons off of him. Did I move anything else? Or was it just him? I think it was just this guy. Bees! Bees. Bees indeed. There we go. Three bees! Super cute bees. Although I am gonna... Do I have a rotate option? No, I don't. No! Like to be a beekeeper one day? Oh, I'd love to be a beekeeper one day. I'd love to be beekeeping age one day. That'd be so cool. Look how cute they are. Look at that. Look at them flying around all over there. They're so cool. Dude, I actually so love bees. They're so cool. I reckon we could probably now make this a schematic. We could work it into my base. I need a stick. This is gonna be really difficult. I reckon we pick... Is that enough? Let's select that there because I think this area here might need to overlap for obvious reasons. Oh, wait, hold on. Options, controls, keybinds. Out and 3+ waterfall. And home. Alright. I'm gonna snack on a pack of jalapenos for a second. Looks good, thank you. And let's get this schematic placed. Ow. Oh my gosh, that's how it currently looks. That's so boring! I've been staring at the other one for days now. This is the current land. That's insane. This versus this. The difference. The bees want stuff like shiny gems and cars. Ooh. That versus that. Jesus. I know. Put that versus that. My god. You can see where the waterfall, where I wanted the waterfall to go. And it works so well there. Because this land here really does dip in. Look. The idea for the waterfall was because this bit of land dips in like this, creates kind of a pool, and then does the same again here. I started doing this bit here, and so obviously I continued it, put a geode in there, removed all this down. And then this is pretty much mostly untouched. I just sort of smoothed up some areas, really, more than anything else. And then fix the farm, because this farm is boring. And that farm is so much better. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up the schematic. Load schematic, mountain 3 plus waterfall. And then schematic placement, configure. It might lag a little bit. Lag, oh my goodness. Okay, so that's that. So you're moving a lot of stuff, I know.
Holy moly.
Holy moly. Yes. That's such a good sound. See how it's all purple? When you get it correct, so much of it just like sits correct. You see how like that versus that? Wish I could make a texture pack. I don't know how to make one. I just want to make my car into a car. I technically made a texture pack a while ago. All I did was change the dandelion texture. Literally it. I thought I was so ingenious, but talking about texture packs, I don't have a command for it, so I don't even know why the fuck I'm trying. It always gets me. It always gets me. How'd you make the pack? Well, I took an existing texture pack that had like the details like to change an item, and I basically deleted everything that they did, added in a file that was the dandelion texture, and then replaced the dandelion texture. So And imagine there's many, many tutorials out there to teach you how to do it. But that sounds really complicated. But I basically took an existing texture pack and I deleted everything that they did and added in a new texture. So what you'd want is you need pack.png, you'd need a cover, you need the MC Meta, you need the data file to change item to item, and you can get that mostly in most texture packs. So I kind of just stole it and used it for my own. It's, technically speaking, this texture pack here. This is one of my old profile pictures. I don't think I used it for very long, this one. It was more of just a version of my character. If you recognize that guy. I also made Buzzy the Bee. I didn't make any of these other ones, though. Your new one's better? Yeah. My new profile picture is so cool. It's by... Do I actually have a command for it? That's just a question. Do I have a command for it? I better have. My goodness. Did you make it? I didn't actually. My profile picture, I don't do. I do everything else. But, I don't do my profile picture specifically because I think it's really cool to have someone else's artwork. I've made all my emotes. I've made basically everything else on my Twitch. But have I not got... I mean, I actually do commissions, which is really funny. I need to work on them again. I say I do commissions. I actually don't, but no one actually gets them. But they're available. I just need to work on it. I really don't. Oh my goodness. Please say Neha's live. No! Okay, I need that channel. Add new exclamation mark profile picture. My profile picture on Twitch was drawn by you can support I need to grab her Twitter handle. Although mind you, her Twitter handle is like super easy to figure out. Yay! So Neha was the person who drew my profile picture. She's absolutely amazing. And I love her work so much. She's such an inspiration. I love the sort of almost childish kind of style, the like soft color scheme and all that kind of stuff. It worked best with the kind of character that Robbie is, which is the character in my profile picture. It's my stream Sona. It worked the best for his kind of character to have this very sort of soft kind of style. I wanted him to look playful and everything, because he is. Let's remove these trees. Okay. It's so difficult to tell what is and what isn't. Here we go. There's gonna be so much work. Everything that's purple shouldn't be purple. Everything that's blue should be blue. Everything that's red, needs to be, blue as well. So, we just want to see blue on the end here. We don't want to see any purple or red. Red is the block needs to be replaced. Purple is this is a block that's just not supposed to be here. And blue is there is a block that's supposed to go here. So I can dig out. Okay, the waterfall goes here. Alright. Installing pack. Ooh. Exciting! Obviously, everything underwater is gonna be red for a very long time. Bonk. 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 Then we need to put... I'm gonna temporarily put these here. Bonk, bonk. Bonk, bonk. All this stuff I'm doing Minecraft texture. But it'll be worth. Nah, it's fine, it's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Alright, okay, cool. That's that mountain sorted. Doo-doo-doo. Ah, okay. There we go. Okay, so that's that part here. Help I have 10 seconds of iron blocks. That sucks. Smiley face. Oof. I don't know. Oh, this is gonna be so difficult. I'm gonna help you with that. I think it's time you add a switch to the iron farm. I really do think it's time you add a switch to it. It would suck to make, mind you, but it'd be so worth it. Bonk, bonk, bonk. A switch wouldn't be too difficult as well, actually. You would kind of just need to set up a lever system so that it would put like a trapdoor or something over the top of the guys, like the villagers or something. Did you mean to give me the rel? I assume not. Drago often info dumps, inventory dumps on people sometimes. Trust me, I keep being inventory dumped. I like this mug. It's one of my favorite mugs I own. I love the handle. The flat top is really nice. Okay. This is gonna be a massive, massive project. Okay, part of the stones there, which is nice. All of that's blue. There's still a chunk of pink here, so let's remove the pink. I'd rather get rid of the pink than the red right now, because the red I can, like, replace blocks. Whereas... just try to jump on a block that doesn't exist. Nice. Whee. I'm always doing that with this stuff. Okay, I really did just grab like 3 blocks in. That's nice. I'm glad I did that. That's where the waterfall is. Alright. Alright. Waterfall here. The water runs this way. Oh goodness, that is a whole built-in section, that. So the waterfall comes down this way, so we need to remove all of this. Nyum. Oh, am I still not in range of the... That's annoying. I thought I'd be in range of it. Okay. Alright. Yum. There's more pink up there, but... Yum. Alright. Alright. Let's pick up all these blocks. Don't really want to waste any. Doo-doo-doo. Yum. Yum. Okay. So we've got that bit now in. There we go. There's not much pink now. I'm probably gonna come off now. I've been live for nearly 3 hours, and we've done a lot of work on this. We've got all this work now. All we gotta do is build. But this is such a big area in comparison to this bit here that I did. Which is, technically speaking, smaller. You coming to buy? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just wanted to finish that. Lock. Let's come to the shopping district. Actually, let's do it from spawn. Because I love the spawn that we've done. Absolutely love it. We've got the awesome map. There's my base, as you can see. Look how cool that is. What we'll do at the very end of the server is we'll update this so that when the server closes and you guys get to have this to yourself as a world download, you'll be able to look at this map and see as many finished bases as there are. We've got Blue over here, who hasn't done their bit, who hasn't been on in a while. Shopping district. There's spawn. Oh, I never added Toby's base as a marker. I guess that markers this whole section, which is Toby's and Brioche and Indigo's. Whoops, that is entirely on me. I'm gonna have to remake this then. Waddle's base. Oh, I guess I'm just gonna have to sleep at spawn here, I suppose. Guess I just have to, you know what I mean? There's the little doggy, there's Twitch chat. So it's so clear to everyone else's. I know. That's Waddle's base. Everyone else's. You think my base is big in comparison? That, on the map, that looks like a present. There's your area. The Iron Farm. Guardian Farm's up north. You can't see it on here, I'm afraid. It's so strange to look at as my sibling's base. This bit here is also mine. This is the new island we have. Mountain looks so grey. Land around it. I don't know why the mountain's so grey, but sometimes this map specifically picks, like... This is a particular biome, so it's picked it to be darker. Spruce on the map. Spruce biome grass on this map that particularly is so dark for some reason, but it is what it is. It's the best we can get, so I think it's pretty cool. Right, let's go. This is the job board, by the way. Let's go to the shopping district. Welcome to the shopping district. I kind of want to add a beacon to spawn. How cool would it be if a beacon's glow was, like, emitting from, like, just behind the job board or something? Like, here. Like, through this tree. We'd have sprint as well. Boing, boing. Food for thought, I suppose. I have a quick check in my shops. I'm aware I need to restock that. I really just don't want to. Not right now. I will. Taking an axolotl. Yesterday on stream. No. Yeah, yesterday on stream. You requested an axolotl be called Pinky. So we now have Pinky. I should just keep that in my inventory. I know I'm going to need to buy things in a minute. We're going to get some extra yummy items in a minute. There we go. There you go, that's better. I'm gonna get some nice decoration from Mum's shop all the way up over here. So let's swim. Let's fly this way. But the path needs to continue. Just kill another Jeb sheep. Huh, strange. Perfect timing. Hi. Oh my god, it literally is rainbow. Oh, that's actually quite amazing. Hi, Rat Pack. It was black. No, if it's... I was gonna know if it's normal to get Jeb heads from plain coloured sheep, but... So that one black and one white. Just keep killing them. I don't know. Strange. Honestly strange. Wait, there it goes. I'm here to buy. By the way. By the way. Oh my goodness. Thank you very much. Oh my gosh. That's a stack. You just give me a stack. That's so much. That's a lot of foods. Lots of foods. No, I can't kill pig. Oh, he wants out. Let him free. Let him free. No! Well, he's coming to shop. No way. Okay, let's... I love that bit up there. It's so cool. I am here to buy some things. Look how beautiful this is. Isn't that amazing? That is so beautiful. Look at this. Look, chat, look at this. Look how genuinely beautiful this is. I know what I want to buy, so I'm not going to go through the long way. Garden center. I'm here for the garden center. Okay. Seating barbecues, fireplace, display garden. Okay, it's over here then. Spruce and oak. I requested this one first. There is also a unwanted bundles in here for recycling chest. So if anyone on the server has any unwanted bundles, feel free to donate some. Or if you take the items out of here and decide you don't want the bundle because, you know, it's going to suck keep making bundles to put things in. Because this is exactly the amount it needs to make the item. So this, you buy one bundle, right? One set. 1 diamond. And so the set that you get is 4 wheelbarrow, composter, and planter set. So you get 2 wheelbarrows and 2 planters, right? Like 2 wheelbarrows that look like actual wheelbarrows and 2 wheelbarrows that look like planters, right? And all of that is in here, and it's worth a diamond. I read that as a nugget for some reason. And I want 2 of them. Now I'm going to steal the items out of this. So Mum can have that back. And put those in there, so you can keep using those. Yep, my bad. And there's a pay chest. Don't do what I just did. Is there a... Oh, there is. Wait. Oh, there isn't. Yay. There we go. Let's keep that organized in my inventory. Actually, I need to put the food back in there. I've got lots of food now, actually. I've got 99 potatoes because I bought so many from Mum. I might go buy some flowers we could put in these. Yay! I love the... Can't wait to be able to... Tables and beds and... outdoor beds and... barbecues. These are all for the shopping district. I'm doing for the good of the server. And also because I think it's genuinely curious for context. Where are they? They're over here. Oh, they're over here. This is what I bought. This little guy. Yeah, sure. I need more beds. New beds around the shopping district anyway. And then this little guy, this planter. This guy, he, by the way, your spruce, wheel missing the... I'm gonna really quickly sleep so we're not running around at night time. I also like the mangrove stuff. It seems to be missing the trapdoors. Yeah, there we go. This little guy, I love it so much. Let me in. Yeah! I actually can't wait to build these so much. Let's pick a spot where we can build one. Let's put one here. I see you. Eating the berries off my berry bush. And now I can make a model. Ooh. I reckon... I want a bed display here, I think. Jason here. True, yeah. Isn't it so cute? That with the bed display here, I think. So we need a bed in this area. And then... Oh, whoops. As do you think you need? Probably like 4, maybe more. Yippee. Stealing my own energy chest back. We've got a bed there, so we don't need a bed here. And then... I reckon maybe something here. Still got 5 to go. There we go. Okay. Ah! Hahaha. Whoa, no. I'm gonna do... I'm gonna do these, and then I think we're gonna end stream because it's been 3 hours. And tomorrow... Nope. Sunday, on our next stream. We'll be able to... continue. Okay, I don't know which one's supposed to be what. What wheelchair? I don't actually... Wheelchair and wheelbarrows have I actually done yet? Okay, spruce and spruce. Oak. Spruce. Oak. Oak. Spruce. I've done 2 spruce, so I need to do another oak, I think. Oak is for that one. So I need to do another spruce for this one. Where do we need another one? I think over around here. I want to do barbecue here. And then last one round the back. I just need to add... I think I'm going to add sweet berry bushes into every single one that has a planter. Because sweet berry bushes are kind of like a this area kind of thing. I'm actually going to remove this one from this area though. Because I have just registered that there are 2 here. And I'm not sure what that's about, but I did just sort of put 2 in the same area. That one. Okay. We got regular one, planter, regular one. That's 3 regulars, 4 regulars. Planter, 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 planter. Okay. They've all been put around. Makes the shopping district just a tiny bit cuter. I mean, look at that. Anyway. Ending stream now. Thank you so much again to everyone who has been here. You guys are absolutely amazing. Should we raid someone we've never raided before? Yep. What about this person? What about this person? Thank you for stream, it was very fun. Thank you. Yeah, let's rate this person. Their name is Nordic Neo. They are building on a server. They're building... This person seems really cool, so we're gonna raid them. There are all the links. My Instagram channel, my VODs channel, where you can find every single one of my VODs, Twitch streams from previous years. Didn't get to catch much, but it's super duper fun. Thank you. My link trees, where you can find basically every other link to any other social media of any sort, and my Discord channel, which you guys should all join if you haven't already. We yap a lot, and I talk a lot about things that are outside of streaming. Hope you have an awesome evening, and you have an amazing rest of your day or night. And here's the raid message. If you don't have any emotes, that is completely okay. You don't have to send it with an emote. I hope you enjoy this person. They seem really chill. And I'll see you guys on Sunday. Bye-bye, chat. Bye-bye.